Hello everyone, and welcome to ep1 Makes Another Pointless Show. Just kidding. Okay, welcome to Let's Talk. It's basically a commentary series that I want to do because I think it's probably gonna be fun to do. If you're not a fan of the stock footage intro, screw you. I like stock footage. It looks pretty. This is my second recording of this because my first recording crashed, and that is kind of sad. What's with the apps that I think are perfectly fine and they always have to crash? What's up with that? Why can't you just stay in the app? Like, that's a design flaw. You should definitely fix that. Seriously. If your app is gonna crash, freaking fix it. You can't just leave it there. That is sad. That is really sad. Okay, anyway, basically this is a commentary series where I want to talk about stuff I want to talk about, and this time let's talk about the new E3 conference. E3 conference 2018, because of course we have to talk about E3, and yes, talk, not react. I didn't react to the stuff at E3. There are two reasons why. First reason is that Apple doesn't have like apps like Mojang or other recording apps that allow you to record like stuff on your tablet or iPad, whatever. Yeah, and the second reason, I just wanted to do a talking series, and talking about E3 is a great way to start. I watched Etika react to most of the stuff there, because with Etika it's much more entertaining. I'm not just gonna watch some boring conference. Like, that would be just sad for me. I would just feel sad. I'm not gonna watch a boring conference. I have to have this man-child react to it and be excited to it. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about the first thing they announced. Alright, let's talk about the first conference I saw, which was Xbox and their stuff. Their conference was actually pretty good. By the way, I'm not gonna be talking about all the stuff they announced, like other people. I'm just gonna be talking about the stuff I was excited for. So yeah, their conference was actually pretty good. They announced a lot of cool stuff for a lot of people. It wasn't really expecting that. I don't think anybody was expecting to get that much stuff from Xbox, to be honest. But the stuff they announced was good, alright? The stuff they announced was good. So let's see. The first thing that they announced was excited for. Let's see. Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, let's talk about Kingdom Hearts. So, they first announced Kingdom Hearts, which was surprising. And Kingdom Hearts for Xbox, what is this wizardry? And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Kingdom Hearts. I think the story of Kingdom Hearts is just all over the place. And yeah, not a big fan. But this new one looks really good, actually. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, all this stuff. Well, I just said a lot of sentence with stuff. Yeah, it looks really fun, actually. The combat system is really energetic. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of things going on, which I like when things do that. I like when games do that. Just have like stuff going on everywhere, and it's so energetic and stuff and colorful. Yeah, that is really cool. Whenever I see that stuff, that is cool. All right, that's cool. I think that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I like this. That looks fun. Yeah, basically. But anyway, the game looks fun. It's probably gonna be better than all the other Kingdom Hearts games, for sure. Because just of the amount of stuff that is going on is just crazy, and yeah, the game looks fun. If I had a PS4, I'd pick it up. Yeah, I'd pick it up. I'd borrow my dad's money and just pick up Kingdom Hearts. Here's the thing about Kingdom Hearts as well. It's basic. If you don't know what Kingdom Hearts is, well, I'm going in this really early. If you don't know what Kingdom Hearts is, it's basically a crossover with Final Fantasy and Disney. But to be honest, it's more Disney than Final Fantasy. I mean, a Final Fantasy character might appear here and there, but it's mostly just Disney. Anyway, the next thing that was announced was cool. There was that racing game. So they announced that a racing game, open world racing game, where you can interact with people, and it looks really good, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of these realistic car games. I'm just a fan of the more cartoony stuff, like Sonic or Mario or other stuff, not Garfield Kart for a lot of reasons. Okay. I don't know why I brought up Garfield Kart, what the heck. So, this new racing game actually looks alright. The graphics are nice. The fact that throughout each track it changes like seasons, that's a unique feature. The fact that it's open world as well is really cool. Like, what would you expect from an open world car game? Racing game, whatever. But seriously, having an open world is a really unique mechanic. Like, I can just imagine all these open world tracks. I think it's cool. I don't think a lot of people do though, but it's cool to me. It will be fun to see another open world car game that does not look this realistic or stuff. Yeah. The car game they announced looks fun. There's a lot of mechanics that I think are cool, and I think would work out well, despite it seeming nonsensical. But yeah, it looks cool. Next thing they announced that caught my interest was let's see. Okay, so there was a new Devil May Cry game they announced, and just like with Kingdom Hearts, I'm not a big fan of Devil May Cry. I'm not even familiar with the series, but okay, the only thing I know about Devil May Cry, and the only thing I'm familiar with it, is Dante. I don't know any of the other characters that have appeared throughout the series. The only character I know and how the character acts is Dante. And yeah, other than that, I don't know anything about Devil May Cry. And this new one looks really good, actually. Like, seriously. The game looks, graphically, the game looks great. It's rendered in real time, which is neat. I also like Dante's design in in this game. His first design kind of looked too over the top, and his second design kind of looked incredibly edgy. But this new one kind of mixes the two, and from that you wouldn't really expect a really good looking design, but they've managed to do that. And it kind of has he kind of acts like the corny Dante, the old corny Dante, but he also has parts of the looks from his second design, which is again, it's neat. I like the design. The gameplay also looks fun. Dante has this robot hand, and it can do all this kind of stuff. And yeah, the game looks really fun. If I had a Xbox, I'd pick it up. It's also an exclusive, by the way, which is really weird, to be honest. Okay, does Xbox just want to piss off their fans? Oh, sorry, that's a meanie word. Make their fans mad. Because, well, it's an exclusive. Freaking Etika would be freaking out by now. Okay. So that was Devil May Cry. The next thing they announced was... Let's see... Doing a lot of these moments, actually. They announced... The other thing they announced, Cuphead DLC. Yeah. Right after Devil May Cry, actually. In the actual conference. When I first saw this, I was really hyped. I am really excited for this DLC. Miss Chalice looks like a pretty cool character. I didn't really expect them to make like a new character from Miss Chalice. I mean, I thought they'd come up with something like the Cannon Brothers, for example, but okay, Miss Chalice, that's pretty cool. She can also double jump, and no, that is not a new charm. I'm sick and tired of people saying, oh, the new double jump is a new charm. If they're gonna make a new character, of course they're gonna make it different. Otherwise, there would be no point of making a completely new character if it's gonna play just like the other characters. So, yeah, it's definitely not a charm. It's an ability that Miss Chalice has. Probably, if she has a double jump, they probably remove the dash. Because having both the double jump and the dash would probably make the character way too overpowered, to be honest. So, yeah. But at first I thought, oh, they just announced a new character, that's it. But, no, I was wrong. They in the DLC, they're gonna have new bosses, new charms, new weapons, and etc. That is really surprising. To be honest, I thought Studio MDHR would be done with Cuphead by now. What, do they just want to torture themselves? Okay. So, yeah, I thought they'd be done with Cuphead by now. I mean, including a new character, I would be like, okay, sure, cool. But they're doing a lot of stuff with the DLC. And that is really surprising. I mean, I thought they'd say, oh, we're gonna take a break from Cuphead and make something new. But no, they're still with Cuphead. They're still running, gunning, shooting, whatever. Yeah. So it's really surprising that they're gonna do more with the DLC. By the way, the music that was used in the trailer was the airship. If you don't know what the airship is, it's basically an unused song for an unused boss. It's basically a squid boss, and you have to parry his top, and it goes like, ugh, and that basically hurts him. Didn't look like an interesting boss, but since they use that music, they're probably gonna reuse the boss in the DLC. And I know that way because usually in the Cuphead trailers, in every single Cuphead trailer, there's no song like directed just only to the trailer. It has to appear in the game in some shape or form. So maybe they'll do something more with the Squid Boss. Anyway, that was it for the Xbox conference, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. Now let's move on to Sony. To be honest, Sony's conference is it's a close second from being the worst, to be honest. I mean, it's not the worst. EA already takes that medal, but it's just, I was expecting like a lot of stuff from Sony. There wasn't even that much stuff there. Okay, so the first thing, but there are some stuff that they announced that were pretty cool. So the first thing that was announced that caught my interest, there's this samurai game, and it's called, I'm pretty sure it is called Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, Tsushima. Pretty sure that's what it's called. And it looks really good. And it's okay, to be honest, it kind of sounds like I'm saying the same thing over and over. But seriously, it looks really good. Graphically, this game looks amazing. I mean, let's say, for example, the opening shot of the trailer. It basically opens up in this giant rice field, and this giant rice field just looks so good. The light is like bouncing off of everything and stuff. There's still a lot of color, yet it does kind of have a dark tone. I don't know what I'm saying at this point, but in short, it looks great. Graphically, this game looks great. The combat looks fun, I'd say. There's a lot of sword fighting, I guess. The one thing that also caught my interest, there's this like boss fight that comes like at the end of the trailer, where basically the main character is fighting his like best friend because his best friend like shot an arrow at some guy, and now they're fighting, I guess, I don't know. And visually, the boss fight looks freaking great. There's a lot of stuff going on. The freaking grass that they're standing on has this red look, which definitely pops out. Like, as soon as the boss fight is starting to end, there's like arrows firing everywhere, and it also not only does it happen in the background, it also affects your gameplay. And I love when games do that. I love when games put like stuff in the background, but it's not just background stuff. It also affects your gameplay. I love when games do that. So it's pretty cool to also see that kind of gameplay in Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. Is it called Ghost of Tsushima? I don't know. Anyway, next thing they announced, okay, I don't know the name of this game. I'm pretty sure it's called Death Stranding. But, again, that also sounds like another name of another game, but pretty sure that's what the game is called, I don't know. So, Death Stranding looks freaking amazing. It's basically a game that's been, like, hinted at a few times. Nobody knows what it's about at all. Even the gameplay that has been shown off doesn't explain anything about the game so far. But so far, for what I see as the game, what I see the game as, it looks freaking great. All right, it's really atmospherical. You know literally nothing about this world, about how the main character is exploring this world. You literally know nothing about what's going on, so it kind of gives you like this creepy vibe. Yeah. What I also like is the monster that the main characters are like facing against. The monster is basically like this invisible creature, which everything it touches basically fast forward the thing it touches. And that is really an interesting idea for a creature, I'd say. Basically everything it touches just fast forward. And I especially love how the main characters protect themselves from said creature. They basically put like a little I don't know what it's called, but a little container with like this baby inside. And that is really smart, actually. I gotta say, that is really smart. Like, you know, how the creature just like fast forward time. It makes sense that they put a baby, because instead of fast forwarding the actual character, it fast forward the baby instead. Which is smart. Again, I gotta say, that is really smart to protect yourself from this creature, you know, that is really dangerous. Anyway, the game is really atmospherical. Nobody still doesn't know what the game's about. The gameplay doesn't even explain anything again. Nobody knows what it's about. I'm also confused. I wanna see more of this game, just to know what the heck's going on there. Okay, so the next thing they announced... Oh, I completely forgot about this. Yeah, The Last of Us Part 2. I'm not a big fan of The Last of Us. Just like with Devil May Cry or Kingdom Hearts, not a big fan of The Last of Us. But I gotta say, this new one looks actually pretty good. So, The Last of Us Part 2, let me say just this straight. I didn't like The Last of Us because it had a more focus on story. This one kinda has a mix of focus both on the story and gameplay, which is smart, I gotta say. It's like if you mix two of your favorite foods in a blender and they just perfectly combine. That's what it feels like. Not only does the story look pretty interesting, also, let's stop talking about the gay thing, alright? Like seriously, let's stop talking about the gay thing. Oh no, my main character is gay. Who freaking cares at this point? Alright? Who cares if the character you liked is gay? Why is this such a big deal anyway? Okay. So yeah. The gameplay is actually looking really freaking good. Like, I'd even say I love what they're doing with the gameplay, because there's a large amount of things that you can do, actually. Like, in the trailer they just showed us one path that we can like take, but it's also noticeable that there are many other paths that you can take, or that you can do, which is smart. I don't understand how it is even possible to make a game like that. And it's probably why people are questioning, is this the actual gameplay or not? Actually, you know what? I don't know. Of course it's the actual gameplay. Of course. People are like questioning, oh, is this actually how the game plays? Of course it's actually how the game plays. What are you, stupid? Of course it's how the game plays. What do you think it will play like? So, yeah, The Last of Us Part 2 is looking amazing. It has a lot of stuff that you can do. And I don't just mean, like, a lot. I mean, like, a lot. Was that... I don't know. What was... Okay. What else did they announce? PlayStation. Sure, then there's another thing they announced. There was a remake of Resident Evil 2, I guess. Not really excited for that, but it looks alright. Let's see. I think that is it for PlayStation. Alright. Yep, that is definitely it for PlayStation. Alright, let's move on to Nintendo. God. So, first, they announced, like, okay, let us talk about the conference first. Their conference was not the best. To be honest, I still liked it though. It still got me hyped as heck, but I expected more from Nintendo. I expected them to show, like, something, like, more of, like, Metroid Prime 4 or that new Yoshi game, for example. They only focused on Smash Bros, which is cool, but still, I expected more from Nintendo. They announced, like, Hollow Knight for the Switch, which is cool. They also, are making a new Mario Party, which is definitely going back to its roots, board and everything, and mini games. So that's awesome. Now let's move on to Smash. Okay. This new Smash Bros. Is looking really good, actually. Let me just say this off straight. Everyone is here. Everybody from the other Smash Bros. Games, every single character is literally here, including Solid Snake. Oh my god. So that is awesome. The sad thing about this, though, is that they're not gonna be including a lot of newcomers, which is, I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, it is great that they're adding literally everyone from the Smash Bros. Series, because I mean, it's a smart choice. It's a smart choice because you can't. If you have, like, literally everybody in, you don't have to add, like, this character that was already in the other game and just add him as DLC. That is a really smart move, I gotta say. So, let's talk about the 3 newcomers, shall we? Okay, let's first talk about Inkling. Actually, you know what? Let's talk about, this new thing they're introducing. Echo Fighters. Actually, it's not really a new thing, I guess. Echo Fighters has already been, like, a thing since Smash 4. But Echo Fighters are basically clone characters. That's it. And Daisy, yes, Daisy is an Echo Fighter. I mean, that's cool. I didn't really want Daisy in Smash. And, It is fittable for her to be an Echo Fighter. I'd say that. Yeah, there's not a lot to say about Daisy. I mean, she's just a clone of Peach. But, let's talk about, Inkling. Yeah, Inkling's a character. I think a lot of people already knew that. So, Inkling, a lot of people are saying that the Inkling is basically broken, which I don't really understand. But, the Inkling looks like an interesting character, I gotta say. It's like, the Inkling has to, like, shoot you with ink, and if the Inkling shoots you with ink, you basically take more damage, which is a cool mechanic. And it can run out of ink, so just pressing B into the ground just makes you recharge ink. So that's cool. And now we'll talk about the big newcomer, Ridley. I was shocked when I first saw Ridley appear in Smash. I mean, I literally was speechless. I was not saying anything at all. I really didn't expect them to actually put Ridley in the game. I mean, Ridley was a freaking meme because of his size, and that basically why they wouldn't put him in Smash. He was a meme, and they actually put him in the game. Wait a minute. Does that mean they put Goku in the game? Okay, I'm just joking. Alright. Ridley, so far from the gameplay we've seen, he looks overpowered as heck. Not Meta Knight overpowered, but still really powerful. I gotta say, Ridley is a cool looking character. Gotta say, this is a little nitpick. A little nitpick. But he does kind of look unintimidating with his with his size shrunk down. That's it. That's a nitpick. He's still a cool looking character, and I can't wait to play as him. And those were the conferences. That was E3 2018. It was good. It was definitely better than E3 2017. Best conference, I gotta say, was Xbox, because they announced a lot of cool just a lot of cool stuff that I'm excited for personally. So yeah, I think Xbox won E3, and I can't wait for the Cuphead DLC. And it's also getting close to July, so you're probably I'm probably gonna do like a playthrough of Sonic Mania Plus, since it's really close to July. Anyway, guys, see you later.